Hello, welcome to the Word of the Week for the week of August 28, 2022. The word this week is fidelity, Fidelity, fidelity. The definition of fidelity is strict observance of promises, duties, or loyalty, conjugal faithfulness, adherence to fact or detail, or the degree of accuracy with which sound or images are recorded or reproduced. Our scripture comes from Colossians, 3rd chapter, 9th through the 10th verse. Do not lie to one another, for you have stripped off the old nature with its practices, and have clothed yourselves with the new nature, which is being renewed in full knowledge, consistent with the image of the one who created it. And from James, 2nd chapter, 15th through the 17th verse. Suppose a brother or sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, "Go in peace, keep warm and well fed," but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. The word of the week comes from my binge watching Westworld. In season 2, the word fidelity kept coming up. In these episodes, where it is discovered that Bernard was a replication of one of the creatures of Westworld, the host that was assessing the accuracy of the model only wanted fidelity. To create the perfect replication, models were produced over and over and over again until the host was unable to detect the difference between the model and the original. The word fidelity baffled me until I researched its meaning. In music, the quality of recorded sound is determined by how accurately the sound produced on the recording is to the original live performance. Do you remember the slogan, "Is it live or is it Memorex?" With the best hi-fi, you can hardly tell the difference between the recording and a live performance. By the way, my husband loves to listen to his music or his jazz as if he's in the audience. And this can be a little disruptive, especially when I am trying to record the word of the week. But I digress. In marriage, fidelity is determined by how faithfully one adheres to their marriage vows to be physically, emotionally, and spiritually faithful to their spouse. Spiritually, fidelity requires one to reproduce faithfully and exactly the thoughts, attitudes, steps, and paths of God, and is illustrated through the life of his Son, Jesus the Christ. Fidelity is the action portion of living in faith. Faith alone does not save us from the wrath of God or from the retribution of eternal damnation. While faith and belief in God shows that we recognize and acknowledge him, Satan also recognizes and acknowledges the existence of God. We are saved because our faith compels us to reproduce the character and nature of God in our lives, and that illustrates how effectively God operates in and through us. This is fidelity in action. According to Scripture, it is our faith that can be counted towards our righteousness, but it is the things we do and say, how we act, how we treat each other, and what and how we give that illustrates how much the nature of God dwells in us. The fidelity that we reflect of God's loving nature is in exact proportion to the measure of love that we show to others. If we are open to show, give, and share love in as many forms as we can, we are a living life of high fidelity, which is a true reflection of the image of our Creator. This is an image that we cannot deny, hide, or control. It is the symphony of a life well lived. It is our faith that justifies our relationship with God, but it is our fidelity that verifies that he dwells within us. God bless you. Oreen out.